Hello and welcome back. And I'm sorry. Okay, listen. I forgot that I had to learn this lesson the first time I played Rimworld, and maybe even the second time I played Rimworld, because I did try two separate times to play this game. And there's a couple of hard lessons. And so you'll have to forgive me for making some like fairly egregious errors during this playthrough. We're fairly deep into this now, and I actually, as of even this episode, have not uploaded a single thing to YouTube. If I have uploaded things to YouTube, I want to talk about why for just a moment. If I've uploaded things to YouTube, it was after like careful consideration, because the fact of the matter is I don't really want to upload things to YouTube if my general experience is not very positive. It's something I don't really like to do. Behind the scenes, if I ever have a bad time with a game, I don't really like to upload that kind of footage to YouTube. But if generally speaking my outlook is positive, then it's fine. There have been some hard lessons with this playthrough, and I knew going into this that there were going to be really simple things that I just didn't understand, and I was going to have to figure them out, whether I looked them up or whether I learned them via playing the game. Manual priorities is one of those things. And I feel very silly missing that like very obvious thing. So that sucks. But we're here now, and there's not really much I can do about that, about the fact that I didn't know about manual priorities. We're going to go through and we're going to set manual priorities for everyone. I understand that this is told me higher priority and lower priority, and you can set manual priorities, but I didn't understand how, and I just kind of left it till now. Now it's kind of important. I did look a little bit up about how to properly set up priorities, but I didn't want to look up too much. I know it's a very powerful tool, and if you misuse it, then you're gonna have a bad time. We're in this. So I'm gonna set doctor for Ben and Galen. Is Galen a proper doctor? What's his skill at? 4? I think I only set Galen to be a doctor because we only had Ben at the time. So I'm gonna set Ben to like 2. I feel like I should set that to 1. But basically 1 should be reserved for the most important thing, which is like to take care of themselves. And like when you're in an airplane that's crashing, the first thing you got, not crashing, it's got they've dropped the oxygen masks. You have to put it around your passenger, your partner, before you put it around yourself, right? So the first thing we want to do really is take care of ourselves. Now we do have rescue set to 1. Medical bed for treatment. Bed rest is probably most important to recuperate from not immediate life-threatening medical problems. Recuperate in bed. We probably want this to be set at 1. And then everything else can be default 3, except for the things that those people specialize in. So for instance, Galen specializes in plant cutting. So we're going to set that to 2. So he should basically always be plant cutting and plant growing. Those are the most important things for him. Cleanings should, for Galen, be set to nothing. It's a real dang shame that Nag doesn't do that, because Nag is not really the most useful or helpful member of our team. I know that she's very good at hunting, and we are going to get back into hunting. I know I was really frustrated with hunting because we kept ending up in like really unfortunate situations, but we are going to get into that. We're going to set haul plus to 3, I guess. Although it doesn't really make much sense to set it to 3 when hauling is also a set at 3. Carry things to where they need to be. Whereas haul plus is high priority hauling. Works like the regular kind, but only for things that are manually designated. So we could set this to 2. I'll set it to 2 as well for Shen. Although for Shen's gonna be a different case. We'll have to redo his once he's actually out of bed, which I do expect to happen one day. Cooking for Ben should be set to 2. He should basically always want to cook. In fact, I'm gonna set Ben to no hauling at all. Okay, sorry. We'll set that to 2, but he's not gonna be hauling at all. He should be cooking. I guess I'll set hauling to like 4. So he'll haul if no one else is going to do it. Galen might have to be our hauler because unfortunately Clyde just isn't going to. When Shen gets up, then he can be our hauler, but for now it's got to be Galen. Galen is our tailor, but we want that to take a backseat priority to things like growing and plant cutting. And actually I kind of want mining to take a backseat to tailoring, because the thing is tailoring is a finite job. Once it's done, and I'd rather he get it done. Mining, we can always prioritize him to do mining if it's really important, but I'd really like to get him to just finish that. Now, Clyde is very good at, he's our researcher, so we want research to take precedent. After researching, we want him to do art. After art, we want him to do things like hunting, but we also want him to warden. So his specialties are warden and research. After that, it's art and hunting. Now with this setup, it might be that, research is a job that can always be done. So he may just never get to art. So I don't know, maybe I should put them all on the same kind of level playing field so that he just does all of those things. By the way, basic should not be set to 3. Unskilled and easy type flick switches, release prisoners, open containers. I feel like these should be set to like either 2. I don't know. Release prisoners, flick switches on. Yeah, these probably should be. I think these are all pretty easy jobs. I'll set them to 1 on Galen. Maybe we set it to 2, and we'll set it to 1 on Nag since it's one of the few things she can actually do. Her doctor she's actually a level 5 doctor, which isn't bad. But she doesn't have that, the little flames means that she'll progress faster at it. Now for Nag, we're gonna set her to 2 on hunt, for 2 on handle, and I guess for 2 on art. But when you set all of these things at the same level, it doesn't really mean as much anymore. But that being said, handle is not something she's going to be doing very often because it often leads to disaster. Hunt is also similarly, we're going to probably have to do hunting parties. I'm actually going to set Galen hunting as well, but we'll set him to 4. Similarly, we'll set Ben to 4. I don't know if actually, I don't think I have to do that because I can recruit them, draft them into hunting, and I think that's gonna have to be how we do things. I know that Galen's got some smithing skill, but I don't think I want him to do that. I think we'll have to make that a Shen thing once he actually gets out of bed. And crafting, we're gonna have to for Nag, I'm gonna have her like prioritize this, because it's one of the few things that she can do. And outside of we've got construct. Obviously construct is important. Right now we have no one doing construct, which is not great. I'll set it to 4 on Galen, but ideally we want everyone to kind of think about it. Ideally we have someone dedicated to construct, and I guess it's gonna have to be Ben, since he's got good skill with it. But we definitely don't want him to prioritize it over things like cooking or doctorship. So, and in fact, I'm going to set this to 4 there, and then Clyde can be a 2. And we'll try this for a bit. I feel like Galen is gonna have to be our crafter, but like hopefully, like he doesn't have to be growing and planting all that often. Like it's something he should prioritize because it's an easy job. He'll get it done pretty quickly. So one is really dedicated to really simple stuff. In fact, even basic should not be like prioritized. Bed rest, anything that involves like surviving should probably be a 1. Bed rest, rescue, patient, firefight. Those are all very important. Everything else can take a backseat somewhat. We're gonna try this. We'll see how it goes. I really wish Nag could clean. I would love her to be our dedicated cleaner. We do need a dedicated cleaner. Like that's actually important. But she's building, so there is that. What's our work schedule look like? Or yes, sorry, just our schedule. Nag is like doing. She's just doing whatever. We can set up a work schedule. I honestly wonder if just setting up anything for everyone wouldn't be better. Let's try it for a bit. We'll try it for a bit because maybe their actual like work priorities will kind of do the heavy lifting for us. But yeah, I also looked up how to get people to stay indoors. It's not as bad as I thought. There was basically one key thing I was missing, which is that you have to forbid the doors from being opened if you really want them to stay indoors. I can't believe this little house has not been built yet, but hopefully it'll be built in the next day now that I've figured out priorities. I'm gonna keep this. I'm not gonna click this often. I'm gonna try and keep keep that off. We're gonna see if Galen prioritizes working, like cutting plants, working plants. What is he doing now? He's grabbing some plants. He is hauling. Why is there food here? Why is there simple food here? Oh, this was an allow all. That's not correct. Oh no. Oh god, I hate that. Oh geez. Okay, so we gotta disallow all. This was only meant for building materials. And to be honest, like not even leather, I suppose. I mean, I guess leather. It was actually meant for clothing, but I don't think it's got enough room for clothing. It was kind of meant for leather, so that it was a easier like place to grab resources for tailoring, and also a dumping spot for building materials. So let's turn off food, and we'll go to, I guess, just items. No, not items. We're manufactured. That's what we want. So first of all, we want textiles turned on. And we want, where are building resources? Raw resources? That can't be right. Stone blocks? Why are I guess stone blocks are raw resources. Okay, so we'll turn that on. This is preferred. I guess we'll need another shelf at some point, but this is not good. We definitely want these to be hauled out of there. Those should be in the in the cold room. Spoils in 16 won't spoil. We got, the fridge is not exact. I feel like we should have this be a couple of degrees below 0, like maybe -5 degrees. What is this? Are those just flowers? So now let's look at the simple meals. Simple meals are at won't spoil. Okay, good stuff. And let's just see. I mean, first of all, is everyone doing what they should be doing? Nag is cheering up patient Shen. That's nice. Clyde is doing artwork. Is that the best thing for him to do? We should always check. He could be wardening, but we don't have anyone to warden. He could be doing art. He could be doing research. So that's one thing I do wonder is maybe he should be researching right now is the one thing. Like, I don't mind him doing art right now, and our research right now is what? Machining? It's not super important. Because I probably won't have the resources to do that anyway. So we may as well get some art together. Looks like Galen is hauling. Is that the best thing for him to do? He did cut the plants. Are these? Those aren't grown yet. Okay, so you know that's not bad. Again, let's look at work. Let's see. Galen is hauling is 2, plant cut 2, grow 2. So I mean, he could be mining, but honestly, there isn't really a lot to mine. Just keep an eye on him. He's hauling. This is good. This is probably why I was never cutting plants, by the way, because it's so low on the priority unless you dedicate someone to cutting plants. So we may actually get stuff done now. Looks like this is finally done. We can now set this to be Nag. It's even got some art. Ben is feeding Shen. This isn't bad. Things are flowing a little bit better now, I think. I think Galen, maybe the one thing I would like to see more of is cleaning. And, you know, like, we'll set hauling to 2. Yeah, hauling to 2 is fine. Actually, I feel like hauling should be 3. Wait, I want him to haul, but I really need him to prioritize growing and cutting. And if he's spending too much time hauling, then that's not ideal. I wish there was almost like a bit more of a granular system going on. But it's fine. We'll figure it out. You know what? I'm feeling optimistic. I'm feeling very optimistic about where we are right now. I wish Clyde was researching maybe because we are very close to getting machining done. But other than that, you know, things are good. We could stand to, oh god, a wild man. Aardvark, huh? What's his stats? He's artistic, he's medical, he's got good melee, he's got good mining. Pyromaniac. And we'll occasionally go on random fire start. No, we can't. Honestly, I really don't want this guy eating our food. I might I don't know, arrest him. We could arrest him, and I hesitate to say it. You know what I'm may possibly thinking, but like it's fair to say we're pretty desperate. Where's Nag? Okay, Nag is working on art. She just feels up to it, I guess. Oh no, sorry, she's making building materials. We could stand to have some more building materials, so that's good. And it looks like, yeah, the hauling was done. This shelf is actually like proper now. We've got tons of resources. We have wood. We actually have wood. Let me just see, you know, the real test is, let's go to orders and chop wood. We'll chop this wood, and I just want to see like, how much is like assigned to cutting that hasn't been done. How much wood is out there? There's a little bit of wood out here. And we'll see if Galen does this on the next day. I'm feeling much more optimistic, though, I gotta say. I'm feeling much better about the situation now that I've properly set things up. Oh, there's a harvest fully grown. Oh, that would probably be much better than chop wood, huh? Yeah, we are low on food. That's gonna happen. Clyde is working on some more artwork. Do these quality good? Clyde's divinity. I'm wondering, do these need a roof? That's another thing, actually. Hold on a second. This is something I should have done a long time ago. I looked up a couple of things, just a couple of things. We're gonna set up a very simple sandstone wall right there. And I'm gonna expand this a little bit. I don't know if these are okay to stay out here, but yeah, unroofed. So like wood doesn't like to be out in the rain, for instance. Deteriorating. That's the thing I wanted to check. So art looks like it's fine to stay outdoors, which is kind of nice. I almost wonder if it wouldn't be worth installing some art in here. Good to keep, improve the beauty of things as much as possible. Hey, Galen is cutting down some trees. That is very, very good. Okay, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really good. These are 75% grown. These are 60% grown. Now the test is he gonna bring them home or is he gonna cut? Okay, actually him cutting as a priority is good for us. We haven't seen this. Like everyone has been just almost like going out of their way to avoid cutting down trees. But it's also important that we actually get that wood home. So let's see what happens. So he has not hauled anything home. Instead, he's gonna harvest these. Which, you know what? I think if I had a choice in the matter, I would prefer he harvest before hauling. Hauling is important, but harvesting it comes first. Harvesting is like so time sensitive because you really need it to happen basically as soon as possible, because as soon as that plant is ready to harvest and is harvested, then we can get the next batch of plants going like right away. What is Galen doing? Viewing art. Okay, that's fine. His mental health comes first, honestly, before anything else. I don't like the fact that he left this herbal medicine sitting outside. Okay, so now that this wall is here, what we can do is zone, build roof area, just like that. We'll click on this, expand zone. I guess we could go like that as well. And let's also, I just want to make sure roof, yeah, let's put a roof there. That wall, that one little wall is gonna let us have like a kind of a tent. And now this this little stockpile is safe from the rain. Now I do think I should probably move that at some point. This area is starting to feel a little bit cramped. And it would be a good idea to uncramp it a little bit and maybe start building north. Okay, so Galen is moving the medicine. This is good. He's grabbing the wood. This is also good. You have detected a cluster of cargo pods. Oh, this is flake. Unroofed raining. Okay, well, haul urgently. Steel slag chunk. All that. It doesn't take a priority. I guess we should get smithing going, huh? Chief of Chloe Nation says that his friend has been wounded while traveling. The victim is Blevins. Has nobody spared to rescue. Unknown threat. Yeah, I've tried that before. It did not go well. Shen's mood is low, but everyone else's is pretty good. What is our thoughts? Pain. This is 2 people are in pain. Really? Nag is in pain? Unstable health. Interesting. Soaking wet, that makes sense. Drug desire fascination. Kalen, wow. Negative 12 mood? Galen would like to experiment with drugs. Need outdoors. Yeah, that makes sense. Need beauty. Okay. Rebuffed my romance attempt mood? What? What? Social. Ben talked about tall people with Galen. Good for him. Friend. Everyone's friends here. Environment dark. Do we need more light? Need joy. Everyone needs some joy. Not sure what that's going to what form that's going to take it. Maybe a television? We do want to get smithing started because we do have a lot of steel slag that is just kind of sitting there. I will say probably this whole setup here is not great. I could expand it a bit. Honestly, let's start like expanding our production of like building resources. Since we have a dedicated crafter. Nag, what is just to, keep an eye on her. She should be art. She could be working on art. So Clyde has been doing a lot of art right now. I wonder if I should tone that back because he's not getting any research done. We have a lot of art. So Clyde, let that take a backseat behind research. And Nag, you're gonna do art and crafting. You gotta do both. It would be better to, it would be nice. Yeah, look at it. He switched over right away. Galen is throwing a party. Everyone who goes will gain recreation and social energy and a lasting positive mood. Nice. I like that. I can appreciate that. Clyde is almost done with research. Oh, well, he stopped just before. That's fine. Let them all get the bonus. This is a solid coffee moment. Rice plant is at 96%. Berry, machining. It was done. What would be good for next? Television, recreational watching. That'd be all right. Prosthetics, probably gunsmithing. But I really need to get a workshop going. Yeah, we really need to get some gunsmithing going because right now we only have 2 guns. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we don't need this here. Let me just consider some options here. I think that I need to just kind of fill in the gaps a little bit. So what I mean by that is we're gonna do granite, boop, 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 boop. We could actually make this a separate room and put some more workshop stuff there, and then the dining room will get expanded. Then we'll do floors, sandstone, boop. Always good to make sure we fill in the gaps. Kind of wonder if we shouldn't get rid of the wood in favor of sandstone. And then structure, wood doors are probably best. I know this colony is starting to look a little bit boring. I would like to be a bit more creative with it. But this will be the last time I expand in a kind of a square grid fashion. And then I'll have to move this stockpile a little bit. Okay, so things are I think things are going well. I guess one thing I will have to do is if I make this a separate room, I'll have to put a vent somewhere. But I might just put, I don't know, I could put a door here. I'll figure it out. We've got so much energy. It might be worth like having a separate air conditioner just to maintain the temperature. We're getting some food. This is good. We're actually at 5 food. So that is very encouraging. In fact, Ben's still working through some raw food. Ben's talking to Shen. I'm gonna try really hard not to just like tell people what to do and let them do their own thing. And I'd rather try to kind of fine tune our worksheet to make just so that people are doing what they're supposed to be doing on their own without me having to tell them. It's been partly what's leading to my frustration is that I like a colony sim. I think part of the fun is in the automation of it. You know, like Dwarf Fortress, Rimworld, Prisoner Architect. I think what's really interesting and compelling about these games is like getting figuring out how to tell people what to do without telling them what to do. You know, like you're setting up an intelligence for them to follow, and then they're following that. And if you're doing things well, then they're doing it. Then they're following it well. Like they're doing what they need to do without you telling them. A group from Eastern Varium are visiting the colony. There are there are people who have relationships with your colonists or prisoners in the arriving group. Villager Uliana, granddaughter of colonist Shen. Oh. Oh. Try to arrest her. Why would we want to arrest her? Maybe she'll stay. We have a granddaughter of Shen visiting us. New lovers. Clyde tried to woo Nag by telling a story about core worlds. Nag became aroused and agreed to become Clyde's lover. Clyde and Nag now want to sleep together. Consider assigning them a double bed. Okay. Well, that's a development. Heck yeah. Good for them. Let's get them a double bed. I'm just going to this wooden bed here. We're gonna uninstall. Better to do that. I feel like a mistake I've been making is in basically deconstructing things. I don't think you get all of the resources. I wish that we could do something with this. I'm not sure if like Uliana, like, can I get Shen to interact with her? Cannot walk. Oh, they're so close and yet so far. Shen and his granddaughter are gonna miss each other. It's really a shame. I don't really know what to do about that. Like, I can't get Shen out of bed. I could try and get him, like, pump him full of drugs, I guess. Where is Nag? Nag is working on that. Nag, I need you to actually prioritize doing this. Reason being is that right now they're sleeping in a separate bed from Clyde, and I believe they take a debuff to their mood on that. Aardvark is gonna eat our food. I'm just gonna have to be okay with that. Are you really building the bed before uninstalling the old one? Okay, so this one, set owner, reassign. Okay. We may see some more developments from that. So Clyde's got a lover. Good for him. What a lad. We really need someone to help clean up. Galen, you're hauling some berries and food over here, which is good. Ideally, he's hauling them at a rate in which Ben can kind of like pull them out of the fridge. So he doesn't have to move that far. Again, I feel like I should just like move the fridge over here I don't know. There's pros and cons to a lot of this. I also feel like I should move the entire kitchen slash meal prep so that it's like closer to the farm. Like I could put it here, and that way people won't be walking through it as often. And then we could expand the dining room to like this. Research finished gunsmithing. Craft simple, manually operated guns like revolvers, pump shotguns, bolt action rifles, and incendiary launchers. Amazing. We're really burning through the research now. Packaged survival meal is probably a good idea. We could do a water mill generator, and then I could like basically uninstall like either our solar panels or our wind. Probably our wind because the solar panels are a little bit more consistent. Craft low power blowback operated guns like auto pistols and machine pistols. There's mortars, prosthetics. Can we do flak armor? What do we need? We need plate armor. Let's work on some armor. We could also do carpet making. I can't believe we don't have pemmican. Psychoid brewing. Beer brewing, probably a mistake. You know what? I should probably do wake up production or like one of these because it would let Shen actually do stuff. I know that's like such an obvious thing that I could have done such a while ago. We'll do plate armor and then we'll do drug production. I know flak armor is actually very important. I think I might, once this room is built, deconstruct these, and then I'll have even more room here. We're gonna do a smithing room because we have a lot of slag steel that is, like, really not doing anything for us by now. Or, sorry, for us right now. I feel like Ben's our only constructor. He's also our only cook, and he's not cooking right now. We need someone else on construction. Where is construction? There it is. So right now, Nag. Oh, Ben's just so good at it, though. Like, Nag crafting building blocks is not a bad thing by any stretch. And I mean, she will get to construction once she's done constructing those blocks. The fact that I told her to make a bunch is what's slowing her down right now. Do until X with surplus. I probably want surplus. Zero is greater than 150. But this says, you know, we're done. I don't know how to, like, details. Currently have 0 of 100. This seems like it has 2 modifiers. Currently have 0 of 100. Work amount 27. Requires 1 sandstone chunk. I'm just trying to figure out how this works. Like, it seems to me, like, no matter how much I increase this, it says that the job is done or not doable. And I'm not sure why. I'm trying to learn better here. Open next bill and workbench. No, that's not really what we want. Rename bill. Nope. Count equipped. Take to best stockpile. Okay, hold on a second. What is this S? Suspend. Copy to clipboard. Delete. Clones. Like, I feel like surplus would be perfect because if we could get Nag to basically make a certain amount and then stop and then switch to constructing and do that for a bit and then go back. 0 equals 0 is greater than 160. And it doesn't seem to matter how I change this, it doesn't change at all. So I don't understand this just yet. Like, I wish I had do until X plus like 50. It's fine. What we've got right now is gonna work. It's just gonna take a little bit longer. It's this construction isn't really a priority. It's just like I rather would like kind of figure out the fringe cases while I have the option. Group of pirates. A group of pirates plural? Just two. They do have a gun though. That's concerning. Auto pistol. They have an auto pistol. Oh god. Well, this could go a number of different ways. Let me see. The only thing is I'm worried that they might come in from down here. So I'm just gonna build another thing like this. I'm gonna have Nag prioritize constructing this. Can I also get Ben to prioritize working on this? All right, as soon as she's done. Damn it. Damn it, I really thought I had enough time. Okay, let's look at gear. Clyde has nothing. Galen has the bolt action rifle. Let's get him drafted and positioned. Ben has the revolver. Let's get him drafted and positioned. Nag has the plasteel knife. It would be better, I guess, if we had a wall for her to stand behind, because then she could have, like, gotten into a position. So we're just gonna, yeah, this is it's gonna have to work out the way it is. Draft her, get her in position. Everyone's pretty much good to go, and then we'll do a play. I wish Galen was actually better positioned a little bit. They're kind of in the opposite way I want them. Luckily, oh god. Luckily, their range is as much as Ben's, so he can shoot at them. Why does Galen have the gun? Clyde, can I actually draft you and get you over here? His shooting is so much better than Galen's. I don't know why I did it this way. In fact, Ben is our doctor. He's the only one that shouldn't be here. Let's just get him to how is he doing? He's not bleeding out or anything. Undraft and drop revolver. And then get out of there. Actually, let's just go to schedule and get Ben indoors. Clyde, you're drafted. Where's the gun? Drop revolver, Ben. Okay, there you go. Clyde, please pick that up. Are you? Do I have to? Sometimes I don't understand how this game works. Okay, go get over here. Is the range just barely not good enough? Okay, he actually hit him. Galen is getting some shooting prowess from this. Headshot. Okay, he's bleeding out. What's their bio? Great at melee. Great at social, intellectual, cannibal. I wonder if we were to arrest them and capture them, we could potentially improve our relations with the coyote. This is super dangerous, but we're doing it. Okay, so Clyde, Galen, Nag, undrafted. Ben, I need you to... Actually, Nag, I need you to capture... Oh, God, he's almost dead. Ben, I need you to tend without medicine. I know, Ben, you're hurt, but you're not bleeding. You should be okay. He's got 5 hours. Hey, we're gonna get another gun from this, so that's kind of nice. Okay, now, Ben, please capture him. No reachable unreserved. Oh, right, we don't have a prison. Well, we do have a prison now. This is now a prison. Ben, please capture him. Undraft. What do we got here? We got Fleek. And we've got a auto pistol. Amazing. No storage space. Interesting. Feel like we should sell some clothing. Like, is everyone wearing clothes? Yeah, I mean, Galen is. Clyde is. Shen's wearing flak vest. Oh my god. We could have been using that this whole time. Oh god, I'm such an idiot sometimes. Okay. Plasteel flak helmet. Alright, cool. Flak pants, apparently. Ambrosia sprout. Jesus. This stuff loves to grow. Where's that other stuff? Where's the other ambrosia that we had growing? I don't know what happened to it. So yeah, I don't think I want a cannibal in my group. She might just, like, her mood might be awful if she doesn't eat human flesh. So I'm not a huge fan of that. But I think what I'd like to do is release her for the Coyotes of Blood and try and improve our relations. She's gonna bleed out in 23 hours. Nag's probably gonna... Oh, disease infection. Clyde has gotten sick from the infection. Infection is in his torso. Ensure you have a medical bed and a doctor. Make sure that Clyde gets proper treatment and spends as much time in bed as possible. God damn it. Clyde does get a lot of infections, doesn't he? I do need an... Oh, God, someone else. Okay, Sue's got an infection. Not really much I can do about that. Clyde got some proper medical treatment. Hopefully that helps. Sue seems to be okay from the infection. As soon as Ben is up, affected by blood loss, he's okay. Deterioration from what? Oh god, those components, those are valuable. We can't let those go to waste. No storage space. You know what? Let's build a small shelf here. We have room. Galen, can I get you to work on that? Okay, so, I mean, there's been developments. Ben is working on Sue. Sue is now going to survive. This might be a good way to improve my relations with the Coyote of Blood, whatever their name is. I think that's it. Don't sow, they don't build, and they rarely trade. Driven by a blood and honor culture that values personal strength and ruthlessness, they enrich themselves by raiding and robbing. Technology depends mostly on who they've managed to steal from recently. Mostly they carry gunpowder weapons. Some prefer to stab victims. Okay. Well, it is what it is right now. I don't know if I'll be able to improve my relations with pirates. I mean, they're pirates, you know. Like we could, you know, but resistance 25. Oh my god. We could make them a slave. Relations gain on release, none. Oh, okay. Prison break interval, never. I mean, that's just because they're like this right now. I know if I had some mods or some of the DLCs, yeah, I'm just gonna casually execute that prisoner. Then I could like harvest their organs without potentially getting a major debuff on our mood, but apparently not the case in vanilla. So we're low on food. Well, I think that's because Ben has not been making food. Actually, Galen, before you go to bed, can I get you to clean this room? Because it's awful. Okay. Major break risk. Who's at a major break? Nag? Why? Affected by malnutrition. Why hasn't she been eating? Go ahead and eat something. Okay. She's good now. Medical emergency. Extreme. How's Clyde doing, by the way? Oh god. Why does his infections just seem to get worse and worse? The infections have often taken more lives than the wounds themselves. Immunity 96.7%. So he should be okay. 99, 100. Extreme. Developed immunity. So now he's okay. Has life-threatening infection. But he should be on the mend, right? I don't know why we're not killing this prisoner. It's fine. There we go. Go ahead and strip them. Yeah, throw them in the refuse pile. Haul this stuff. I need to set an order to clean that room. I don't know how to do that, actually. Paint floor. I wonder if you can paint sandstone. I guess we're putting clothing in this stockpile. I would love to see a merchant come by before we finish this episode because we've got so many things to sell. We're actually like things are turning around in a very good way right now. We're building this room. We're gonna get smithing done. We're gonna do gunsmithing so we can actually get some more guns. Speaking of which, I wonder if the auto pistol is better. I should probably organize things a bit better. I understand that right now things are like a total mess. It says quality poor. I wonder if this is better than like the revolver. I do think Clyde should just have the bolt action rifle. So maybe Galen, go ahead and drop the bolt action rifle. Clyde, I need you to stop what you're doing. Equip that. And then Galen, equip the revolver. Ben has a gun or no? He has nothing. Nag doesn't have a gun. She's pretty good at melee. Ben is okay. Let's just give Nag the Nah, she's good with the melee. Ben, you go ahead and grab yourself that gun. Where is it? Oh, there it is. So now we've got a few people with guns. This is good. We like this. We're happy with this. Low on food. We always seem to be low on food, don't we? Fault in electrical conduit caused this short. So we lost all of our battery and we're now without power. This fuse needs to be repaired. We'll have Nag do that. Stop what you're doing, Nag. She seems to be our repairer, you know? I do wish that Ben was kind of prioritizing cooking a bit more. But outside of that, I'm pretty happy with how things are going. Let's see here. Cook 2. It's set before almost anything else, except for Hall Plus. So we'll set Hall Plus down to like 3. And I think that that's the only thing that could improve things. Yeah, we're gonna run into power problems right now because all of our power was dispersed, unfortunately. But hey, that's the end of the episode. Some interesting developments. We got attacked. Things went pretty well. Clyde survived another infection. Nag and Clyde are now mates, which is pretty cool. We killed a prisoner. I've refigured out how work priorities actually work, and things are going a lot better. Galen is actually prioritizing cutting down plants. We've more or less got all of our priorities in check. If we had one person delegated to cleaning and hauling, and honestly, those should be two separate things, because cleaning is something that should be done like always. Hauling is something that can be done always, but you know, we need someone who's willing to haul materials for us so that people don't have to stop what they're doing and go and do something else. We've got a lot of materials for selling. And I think in the next episode, I might try hunting again. But like we'll do a drafted hunt and see how that goes. I'm a little bit nervous about it, I won't lie, but hey, we researched plate armor. So that's good. What should we do next just before I am done? Hydroponics, maybe? Rapidly grow crops indoors regardless of the terrain or weather. You know what? We should do hydroponics. We could do drug production. I know I said I was going to do drug production, and I want to make sure, I want to find out which drug we can give Shen so that he could actually be productive again. Because apparently he's just always sick forever. But yeah, let's figure out a drug lab. Why not? Why not? I'll tell you why not. Because we would need to grow the drugs in the first place, so we may as well do hydroponics. I guess after hydroponics, I might do a water mill so that we can like consistently gain power to support the hydroponics. But once we have that set up and a consistent amount of like steel from smithing, then production will start to look a lot bigger. We can actually like plan for a lot more food and actually plan for growth. So that should be really, really interesting once we get that going. But anyway, this is Rimworld. If you are enjoying the series, definitely hit the like button and consider subscribing for more content like this. I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.